So you're in a hunt for a smartphone that's both awesome and affordable, right? Well, you've hit the jackpot. I'm going to reveal my top 3 smartphone picks for under 300 bucks. Let's dive in. Now in the smartphone world, it's like there are only 3 big names, right? It's Samsung, Apple, and then there's everybody else. It's kind of like choosing between Pepsi and Coke, or being on the team Darth Vader or team Luke Skywalker. Or picking sides between Xbox and PlayStation. It's always a big decision. That's why first up on my list is none other than Samsung Galaxy A54 that you can now get for $299 on Amazon. Link in the description if you want to check it out. So let's see if this phone could be the perfect match for you. The Samsung Galaxy A54 is kinda like a mini version of the S23. I mean, seriously, look at Samsung's lineup this year. It's packed with some of the coolest flagship features, but without the hefty price tag. And honestly, for most people, it's more than enough. It's a real all-rounder. It's like holding a slice of the premium smartphone world right in your hand. The build quality is top-notch. We're talking an aluminum and glass body. Plus, it's got an IP67 rating. So rain or an occasional drop in the sand, no problem for this tough guy. Now let's talk screen. Samsung's Super AMOLED technology, a 6.4-inch Full HD Plus display, and a smooth 120Hz refresh. Yes, please. And it's got those great stereo speakers. It's something that you don't often see in this price range. However, when it comes to specs, the A54 doesn't quite match the flagship S23. But will most people notice the difference? Honestly, I doubt it. It's got an Exynos 1380 processor, 8GB of RAM, and 128GB of space for the pictures of your pets. And you can even add a micro SD card, giving it up to 1TB of additional storage. The battery's a hefty 5000 mAh, but here's a catch. Samsung still isn't including the fast charging, so you're maxing out at 25 watts. Although technically it's better if you want to keep your battery in a mint condition for a longer period of time. Watch this video if you want to learn more. But some people prefer the ultra-speed charging capabilities in their phones, so it's up to you. And remember, another very eco-friendly move Samsung made is that there's no charger in the box. You'll need to buy one separately, or use one you already have. For connectivity, it's got everything you need, like 5G and NFC for contactless payments. And the cameras, the main sensor's 50 megapixel, ultra-wide lens is 12 megapixel and takes awesome photos, and the front camera, a whopping 32 megapixel, for some seriously high-res selfies. The photo capabilities will definitely make everyone happy. There's also a macro sensor, but let's just say that it's not the star of the show. So that's the Galaxy A54 for you. A phone that brings a touch of premium without breaking the bank and ticks most of the boxes for everyday users. The Motorola Edge 30 Neo may have taken some shortcuts to achieve its affordability, but at its price point, its standout features really shine through. It would be a pretty mediocre phone for 500 bucks, but it's just half that much. So on that list, it might become your favorite option. Recently, Motorola has become a trendsetter, collaborating with Pantone brand, a company known for inventing colors. This means most Motorola phones are now available in very fancy colors. Not just black or black or black like many other budget smartphones. This Motorola also comes with IP52 rating, so some dust won't hurt it, but try not to use it in the rain. It features a nice OLED display with Full HD Plus resolution and a 120Hz screen. It has stereo speakers, NFC, 5G connectivity, and 68-watt fast charging. It even supports wireless charging. While it's quite slow, it is rather uncommon in this price range. No sub-300 phone is going to blow you away with its specs, and this one is no different. It has a Snapdragon 695, which frankly isn't a powerhouse, so playing more demanding games might be out of question, but for everyday use, it's perfectly adequate. Especially because it comes with the Motorola MyUX overlay, which is very close to pure Android. It operates quickly and smoothly, and comes without any bloatware apps, like every Xiaomi phone does. And it includes some very useful features like motor gestures. For instance, a double tap turns on the flashlight, and a twist of your wrist launches the camera. Speaking of camera, the main 64 megapixel sensor is decent. An ultra-wide lens is 13 megapixels, and you also get a 32 megapixel selfie camera. They might not be the best cameras in the world, but for this price, they're quite impressive. On the downside, it has the smallest battery in this comparison at 4020 mAh. While it's not a small capacity in itself, it's less than what competitors offer and might not last a full day of intensive use. Now for the last smartphone on this list, I wanted to include a Nothing Phone 1, which I remembered headlines for that it was supposed to come to Europe and America and start at around 300 mark. Unfortunately, its best price right now is about 350, so it is a bit over the limit. So I had to find another good value phone, and I think I found one. It's Poco X5 5G. It has 8GB of RAM, a great AMOLED screen, and only costs $250. Well, that's better than nothing. Poco isn't shy about its branding though. They've slapped Poco in large font on the back, right opposite the triple camera setup. It's a bit of a statement. The right side features a fingerprint scanner integrated into the power button, and in terms of memory, it supports expandable storage. A nice bonus that's becoming increasingly rare. Yes, it supports 5G, but honestly, who cares? I mean, feel free to change my mind. But the display is a real highlight. A 6.67-inch Full HD AMOLED screen with a smooth 120Hz refresh. It's sharp, vibrant, and makes everything from videos to video games look great. Even if not all apps fully utilize its HDR capabilities. On the software side, it's equipped with the Poco launcher on top of MIUI, which is Xiaomi's take on Android, but this could change soon because Xiaomi is releasing a new redesign of its own user interface. They call it HyperOS, and it's supposed to integrate better with smart home devices or even Xiaomi cars, which I showed you in my video last week. You can check it here if you're interested. But back to the Poco phone. The interface is user-friendly, though it comes with quite a bit of pre-installed apps and bloatware. But on the bright side, they can all be uninstalled, and I strongly recommend you do that as soon as you get this phone, because they only slow it down and are useless most of the time. When it comes to performance, the Poco X5 has practically the same Snapdragon 695 chipset that the previous phone. It's not the fastest out there, but for everyday tasks and some light gaming, it's pretty reliable. Games run decently, though you might notice some lag with more demanding titles. But for this price, it's performing well enough to keep most users happy. The camera setup is pretty standard for a budget phone. It includes a 48 megapixel main sensor, an 8 megapixel ultrawide, a 2 megapixel macro, and a 13 megapixel selfie camera. They won't blow you away, especially in low light, but they're capable of capturing decent shots in good conditions. The main camera delivers vibrant photos, though they can be a bit grainy up close. In conclusion, the Poco X5 5G isn't aiming to be the best phone out there, but for a little over $200, it offers a solid experience. It's got a great display, acceptable performance, and a design that feels more expensive than it is. If you're on a tight budget but still want a phone that can handle more than just the basics, the Poco X5 5G is worth considering. As always, thank you for watching this video. If you think that I forgot about some smartphone that's worth mentioning, then please say it in the comments. And for now, I wish you a great day, and I will see you soon with more interesting topics. Bye.